Well, a Ramadan truce could head off a threatened Israeli assault on Rafah, the town in southern Gaza, where more than half the population, they have taken shelter there.
But recent days have been particularly bloody in the region. Authorities said 118 people were killed on Thursday itself while they were trying to get food for their families from an aid convoy. The incident caused global outrage, and Washington said on Monday it supported a UN investigation. Now, Gaza residents have described heavy fighting since the weekend just north of Rafah in Khan Yunis. Israeli forces have released videos showing buildings obliterated in airstrikes. In Rafah, nightly airstrikes have been killing families in their homes, and health officials said another Israeli airstrike near a hospital in Khan Yunis killed 10 people late on Monday.
Israeli forces raided the Palestinian administrative capital in the West Bank overnight, killing a 16-year-old in a refugee camp. It marked the biggest such operation into the city in years.
The Israeli military said security forces had conducted a counter-terrorism operation in the camp during which a riot broke out. The military said rocks and petrol bombs thrown at soldiers who responded with live fire. In a separate West Bank raid, Israeli forces reportedly killed a 10-year-old boy and in the village of Burin, south of Nablus. Violence has surged across the West Bank in parallel to the Gaza war, with at least 400 Palestinians killed in clashes. Witnesses in Ramallah said the Israeli forces had driven dozens of military vehicles into the city.
Well, Ramallah serves as the headquarters of the Palestinian Authority, led by President Mahmoud Abbas, which exercises limited self-rule over parts of the West Bank. The Palestinian leader is visiting Turkey's Erdogan for talks on the Israel-Hamas war.
On Monday, the Israeli army released thermal imaging aerial footage of what they said showed military strikes on targets in southern Lebanon. The videos show the Israeli strikes hitting military compounds and Hezbollah structures.
Well, some of the targets were hit in response to rockets intercepted over the border area on Monday morning. Later on the same day, footage showed Israel's air defense system intercepting rockets in the sky of northern Israel.
Hezbollah and Israel have been trading fire at each other for 4 months in parallel to the Gaza war. It has marked the worst conflict across Lebanon's southern border since the 2006 war, fueling fears of a bigger confrontation. Around 200 Hezbollah fighters and more than 50 civilians have been killed in Israeli shelling on Lebanon in that time. And the US envoy said that a diplomatic solution was key to ending nearly 5 months of intensifying hostilities. After meeting with Parliamentary Speaker Nabi Berri, a Hezbollah ally, Washington's envoy Amos Hochstein said, and I quote here, "A limited war is not containable."
Well, an Indian national was killed and another 2 were injured. That is, when an anti-tank missile fired from Lebanon struck an orchard near Israel's border community of Margelot. Well, all 3 hail from India's southern state of Kerala.